Someone's already here off the bat. Let's see who that is. Cloud 60. Hola, how are you? Well, guys, I am located right now in Albate, Sosua, and I'm on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. I am in my same location that I was here last week. For those of you who are going to tell me to pin the microphone to my top, I'm not able to because you won't hear me as well if it's down there. So I don't mind holding it. I have been looking into getting some Bluetooth stuff, so don't worry about that. If you guys can bear with me on this, I just want to turn the camera around and show you guys the bay today. Albate, Sosua Bay. It's beautiful. So, I wanted to talk to you guys today and answer some of your questions about real estate. Let me see who's that right there. Eva. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? I'm going to clean these glasses, guys. Hold on. It is a hot day today. Oops, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oof, excuse me. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. So first off the hop, I want to say I put up a video yesterday on Casa Linda, and most of the comments were uh, just very opinionated. I won't say negative because it was a reflection of those people's income, right? When someone says on the post, oh, that's too much money, they're not saying that the place is too much money because Casa Linda is pretty much worth what you're getting for the month when you're renting. But it just means that it's too much money for their pocket, okay, for their budget. That's all. So I was going to delete the comments, but I want you guys to later, after this live to air, go and look at the comments yourself. One of the people that commented has been looking for a house here for the last, oh, I don't know, maybe 4 years, even before I came. And he was contacting me constantly for a house. And now, after the condition of the world has changed, a lot of people thought that the prices in the Dominican Republic were going to go down. The only thing that went down were the numbers of you know what. Because the president here locked down the whole entire airport, the prior president. And then when the new president got voted in August of a year ago, he kept the place locked down. And then he also kept toque de queda going on, the curfew, until now. The curfew is over and we are free. I must admit, I feel a little strange. I feel good. I feel good. But it's just been, 2 years or a year and a half of being in like toque de queda, curfew. And at points it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. At points it was 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, and then it was 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock, and then like 11, and then 12. And now there's none. And I even went to the casino last weekend, and I felt so guilty. I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to get in trouble? The whole place was just booming and banging. It was like life was back to normal, even though life has been pretty much normal here, even though the toque de queda, the curfew was on. Because I'm never usually out past 10 anyway, right? So, yeah, that's the reason why the numbers are down here. But that's the only thing that numbers are down in. The rent is going up. And for those of you who don't know, now you know. And I've been telling you this. So when you comment on a video that I put up saying it's too expensive, it only reflects your income. Now, it also reflects your past knowledge of here, your prior knowledge of what prices are here, especially if you guys been coming for a long time. I've been telling you guys in the last year and a half, especially in the last few months, stop waiting on purchasing something here. The prices are only going to go up. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I'll wait for the prices to go back down. That's not possible. That's like saying something that's really good in price is going to go back down. Like there's going to be like some type of a universal deal here all of a sudden. That's not going to happen. Unless, of course, there's some type of disaster. And that's not going to happen because we are in the Dominican Republic and it is beautiful here. And a lot of people call it paradise. That's exactly what it is. Living here is wonderful. And I'm surprised that the prices were so low for so long anyway, right? And that's what we really do come here for. Let's face it, a lot of us come here for the experience to live in a beachfront property for a lot less than what we would pay in, let's say, North America and Canada, more specifically where I live. Some of these properties, and especially where I live across the water, I'll show you right now. Let me see. As I'm reading some of these comments, I live across the water over there, and if I was to rent that in Toronto right now, it would be like a huge amount of money. SM, is a casa available for rent in the Dominican Republic? It's called casa, not castle. Castle is like a palace, like where the queen lives. I'm sure you're royalty, but it's called a casa. And what casa means in Spanish is house. Now, there are a lot of them for rent here, but again, as I was saying, they're all going up in price. Cheers, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. A lot of them are going way, way, way up in price. And so back to the video yesterday that I put up about Casa Linda. A gentleman contacted me, a brother from America. He owns in Casa Linda and he rents it out. And he lives somewhere else. And he said to me, Cerise, what's wrong with those people commenting on your video like that? And I was like, I don't know. It's their opinion. And he's like, they're all broke pocket. And I'm like, no, it's not that. They really just don't know. You know, they're like 2,300. That's how much it is in America. And no, it's not. Not for what you get in a gated community here in the Dominican Republic. If you want to make comparisons, then the comparison is a lot different. You would be paying a lot more than 2,300 in a gated community and all of the amenities that you get. So Casa Linda, for instance, contact me if you do want to rent there. Contact me if you want to buy there. Look at the video that I put up before this one yesterday. Not right now. Go back to it later. And there's so much that you can get there in a gated community if you have the budget for it. Now, of course, I'm going to delete all the other messages from yesterday. I'm going to leave them up for a minute just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I'm going to delete them because I don't want those people to seem like they don't know what they're talking about, especially if they're seasoned visitors here and they just don't know because they haven't been here since the world went a little differently. And especially if they don't know, period, you know, or maybe they're looking for a cheaper lifestyle. Look at my video from a week ago, Wednesday. I'll link it down below after this video is done. And on that video, you will hear of some areas that I'm talking about that are for very low budgets. Right, just off the top of my head, Puerta Plata itself is very inexpensive. The city Puerta Plata, and it's only 20 minutes from where I am right now. You guys can get houses out there. Now, you can also get villas, beautiful villas, and the prices are right, but you may not get it in a gated community. And if you do get something in a gated community, it may be cheaper than Casa Linda. But here in Casa Linda, you are paying for the location. You are 5-minute ride, 7-minute ride from the beach. You get a free shuttle. You don't need a vehicle when you're living in Casa Linda because there's a shuttle. You don't even need to leave Casa Linda. I know people that live in Casa Linda right now, and they'll invite me for dinner, and I'll be like, well, why don't you come on over here to El Bate? And they're like, no, I don't like leaving my house. I'm like, really? Like, why don't you like leaving your house? I'm the same way. Trust me. I love staying at home. I'm a homebody. Believe it or not, I am an introvert as well. I think I'm, I think I'm a undercover introvert, to be honest with you. But yeah, some people are like, I never leave my house in Casa Linda. It's so bright right now. The sun is shining in my eyes, so I'm squinting a little bit. But they're like, oh, I don't like leaving my house. I have everything I need in Casa Linda. What do they have in Casa Linda where they don't have to leave their house? I'll tell you just in case you're interested. Give me a shout. I can help you get a rental there, especially if your income is suited for this type of luxury living. Okay, so first of all, you get to the gates. There's 11 phases. They're working on the 11th phase now. Yesterday in my video, I said 10 phases, but now they're working on their 11th phase. And that's how many people coming here from around the world have that type of budget. For a house, you can buy a house for $199,000. But let me get to what you would get anyway. It's a gated community. Okay, guard 24 hours at the gate. You're not getting in there unless you're a resident or unless one of the residents call to the front gate, let the front gate know, and the resident picks you up at the front gate. You have to show your identification. So let me just get a little cheeky here for a moment. If you have a girl, you're a guy, and you have one of the ladies of the night here, and you want to take her home, and she's not allowed to get into those gates, then that's because she did something before. And you don't want to take her in because that means she's problems. So that works out in your favor. But aside from that, it's great because it has a water park inside of it. The grounds are beautifully kept. And not only that, each villa has its own pool. Whether it's a 2 bedroom or a 6 bedroom, you're going to get your own pool, your own private fencing. You're not going to be able to see your neighbor. Your neighbor is not going to be able to see you. It's beautiful. And not only that, it's what they call luxury living. There is a restaurant on the premises. I did a video of that. It's with Chef Bongo from the Congo. And he is actually from the Congo, Africa, but he's Canadian. And he lives here now full time and he runs that restaurant, that menu. There's a little, some people complain about it because they're so busy delivering to residents. So, for instance, someone may go into the restaurant and have to sit down, but everything's cooked to order. There's nothing frozen. Like they're not going to put something frozen on your plate. So if you order something, and the menu is amazing, if you order something, then it's being cooked at that moment. And you may wait an extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes than what you would wait at another restaurant. So if you're going there for lunch and you're only on a lunch break because you work here or the person that you're taking to lunch works here, then contact them ahead of time and say, hey, I'm going to be stopping by at this, that, and that time. My name is blah, 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 and this is what I want to order. And then they know that you have put your order in and you arrive at, you know, 12 o'clock and your meal will be ready for you by 12:15. Okay, but if you have some time on your hands, then go to Castaways, that's the restaurant in Casa Linda, kick your feet up, enjoy some time, and you need to go to the restaurant in order to just go there. I mean, sorry, you don't need to have a villa there, renting or buying, in order to go to the restaurant. I go to the restaurant. I love it there, and I don't live there. But also, if you are in the villas, whether you're renting or owning, you definitely can get yourself like delivery to your door from the restaurant. Gourmet food, like I said. I just want to check in here. The sun is so shiny right now. I think that's his Profi. Hello, Cerise. Hello, Profi. Profi. And then Cloud 60. Hello, Cerise. How's the weather? The weather is amazing here. Actually, when I got here today, I was so hot. I was like, wow, my hair is all puffy right now. As you can see, the humidity. But yeah, I think overall it is a very good place. I'm not saying that it's the only gated community here, but the gated community also has a water park. So That's why a lot of people don't leave. The water park is also building a restaurant right now, like oh gosh, it's kind of like a grill, like Louisiana grill type of place, and they're building that right now. They're building a lot in Casa Linda. They're growing very quickly. So please ignore the negative comments on the last video. Okay? It's just people who, again, might not have been here for a while, don't realize the reality of what is happening here, or other people that don't have the budget that other people might have. I just rented out a place there for a month for December, and like, not me, my client rented it out. I helped them get it for a good deal. That same house that I did a video of yesterday. Okay, so that got rented for December, and they'll be there from December 1st until December 31st. And now they don't do long-term rentals in Casa Linda. That's just the nature of the beast, because business is booming here for real estate agents and for people like myself who help find apartments, help find you villas. Now, let's take away the gated community, okay? Because gated communities are awesome, but that's for the person that, again, never wants to leave their home. They can go to a water park, they can go to the restaurant. Casa Linda even has a store on the premises. And so, yeah, you don't have to leave. They even have like karaoke some nights at the restaurant, and they have a pool table. But if you do have to go to town for any reason, there is that shuttle that you just go. And the shuttle doesn't just go once a day, it goes back and forth. If you need any deliveries, all you have to do is let the grocery store know, like down here in Batay, any of the grocery stores that you go to, most of them deliver. Right? You can get your bread delivered to you from the bread factory in Los Charamicos. You can get your cheese delivered to you. You can get your milk delivered to you. You can get your, oh my gosh, vegetables and fruits delivered to you. People do not leave Casa Linda once they are there. Like, they can stay in their home. They have their pool. And if they're beach people, they can get the shuttle down here to the beach where I'm at right here, to Playa Sosua. And they get free loungers. And if you are a resident in Casa Linda, then you get 10% off your food in the restaurant. Great, right? Some of the guys that come here and rent in Casa Linda, they're like, Cerise, man, I don't go to Casa Linda to fool around. I rent it, and the price is right. It's luxury living. Why do I want to be on the beach all day long? And they smoke their cigars by the pool. They drink their prosecco, or their whatever they're drinking, brandy or rum, and they're loving life, and they're living life, not only loving it, right? So I want you guys to, if you have the budget, check it out, even if you just go there for one night. Okay? Give me a shout. I can get you in one of those beautiful villas. But again, there are less expensive options. Okay, so relax. Those of you who commented yesterday, take it easy. Don't scare the people off that have a larger budget. Okay, and those of you who are judging the commenters from yesterday, don't judge them. They're not broke pocket. They're just trying to express their dissatisfaction with the price. That's all. Okay, so let's just keep it all real. Now, I want to zero in on a few of the areas right now. First of all, what I'm going to do is turn the camera around. I want you guys to see what Playa Sosua looks like. It's a beautiful day. There's a lot of clouds in the skies, but they are beautiful clouds, like non-chemical clouds. They're bushy and they're puffy. Let me stop talking and let me start showing. Hold on one second. See those clouds? Don't they look so gorgeous? All right, I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. And every single time I turn the camera, there's always an issue with it shaking. So let's hope it's not shaking right now. So there's Playa Sosua. Okay? Just a side note, last week I forgot to turn the Wi-Fi off when I was doing my video and turn my data on. So my video last week was pretty crappy. But this week I remembered to turn the Wi-Fi off and turn the data on. So the video should be cool. Let's hope it is. If it's not, you guys give me a heads up if there's a lot of cutting in and cutting out. But that is Playa Sosua right there. And this is the main beach where you are going to find locals, meaning Dominicans that were born here or born on the island. You're also going to find expats, meaning tourists that have moved here and love it here. And this is where they stay, live. And then you're going to find visitors, short term visitors on the beach as well. So it is a mixture of a lot of excitement. Now I'm going to zoom in right now and I'm just going to show you across the way. You see those houses in the hills? That's called Los Cerros. Loscerros. You can walk there. I know it looks kind of like high up a hill. It's not. It's deceiving. The distance is deceiving. But if you look at the end of the beach and then you just walk out the end of the beach, that's Los Charamicos. You walk through Los Charamicos, you go up a little hill, and you are at Los Cerros. Los Cerros is a very inexpensive place to rent. If you guys are looking to rent inexpensively and you want, I'm going to turn the camera around back on me again, and you want something that's going to match your budget, it is available. Okay, so you don't have to worry about high prices or gated communities. I don't live in a gated community. I lived in a gated condo when I first came here for a month. I rented it out for a month. Back then it was like 300 for the month for a studio apartment. And I rented it and it was amazing. I loved it. You go to the front desk, they know who you are, they buzz you in and buzz you out, and 24-hour guards and everything like that. And it's great. But it's almost like, a false sense of security sometimes. Not in every place, but sometimes. Because you don't need that security all the time. You can rent a house up in Los Cerros where I just showed you. You guys can get there quite easily. You don't need me, but if you want me to help you out, I can definitely help you rent something there. And but I would suggest for you to go all the way up. Don't just stop at those apartment buildings that I just showed you. There's even more of a hill going all the way up to beautiful estates. I mean, some of them are even abandoned. And I'm like, why are these houses abandoned? There's so many of them and they're gorgeous. So just to even go for a view for yourself, even if it's not something you're interested in, but you just want to know about certain areas, try Los Cerros, even just to go look. Now, I would encourage you guys to figure out what it is you want before you come. Sometimes you're like, well, how am I supposed to figure out what I want if I don't know what's available? Right? And I agree with that 100% because I didn't know what was available before I came. I didn't know that I could live as, wonderfully as I'm living in Los Charamicos. Everyone told me, oh, Los Charamicos. No, it's the hood. It's the barrio. That's not true at all. I know hoods. I was born in a hood in Toronto, Regent Park, and it's not the same here. It's laid back. It's family. They have jewelry stores where I live in the hood, They have jewelry stores, they have schools, they have butchers, they have fish markets, they have a private beach, Los Charamicos private beach, where you can buy fresh fish every day. And as I'm talking about it, let me just show you it because it's like right in front of me. So I might as well just big it up. There we go. Hold on. There's Los Charamicos. And if you see the red roofs of the houses on the left, I live right there. So, and I've lived there for 1 year yesterday. And those of you who know me, you know that I have done a lot of moving here. Oh, a lot of moving. I moved 10 times in 3.5 years. Okay. Like 3+ years. And I moved 10 times. And I was just looking for my place. And I found it. I love it. I love where I live. And I live where I love. And you guys can also do the same thing coming here. Whether you're on pension, whether you are on a fixed income, which a pension is, you're a veteran. There's a lot of veterans here. Um, and if you are coming here just for a 3 month stint, just to see if it's a place that you want to move to, there are a lot of options for you. So, villas you can rent. Now, a lot of you have the misconception right now that you can get a house on the beach in Sosua for $600 a month. You guys will be like, oh my gosh, well, if an apartment is 300, then houses must be cheaper. No, not any longer. You are never, ever going to find a house on Playa Sosua or even somewhat in the vicinity of it for $600. Now, it's possible to get something unfurnished in Los Charamicos, right? But I've been looking for people too, like in Bacte, right? Not close to the beach, but in walking distance enough to the beach. And I've been looking there for a few people for houses because I do believe that there are probably a few gems out there that, I just don't know about and I need to find. So I've been I pound the concrete for you guys. I find places that are for rent, but these people don't put them on Airbnb because they're not interested in renting them out and then having to clean every 3 days after someone or whatever. They rather their monthly rent or nothing at all. So these places, you do have to pound the concrete when you're looking for something. And most times you can't do that unless you're here. So you don't know what's available, right? And you have to do your research. There's myself, I have a lot of knowledge here about real estate, about relocation, and also about rentals, and that's why I feel very confident that I can lead you in the right direction. Very confident that I can help you find something that you are looking for. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be the most perfect place. Now, remember, I've moved 10 times being here, living here. And that has given me so much wisdom on places. I can go into an apartment and be like, and just by the smell, I can tell if they have mold, like damage, if they have plumbing problems, generally, not every time. So don't mark me on that for sure. But most times I can go into a place and smell it. Now, sometimes landlords, if you do that and you go into a place and it smells fresh, don't be fooled. Sometimes landlords will pour a little bit of chloro. How do we say that in English again? Clorox, Javex, down the drain. And it's smelling nice and fresh because they know you're going to go visit it. Or they'll put some Fabuloso like in the drain in the bathroom. And it smells like fresh scent of beautiful lavender. No, that's just for the moment. 2 days after you move in, that bad boy is going to stink like you just smeared crap all over your ceiling. So be careful. And some landlords know it. And then once you're in there, they're like, oh, really? I don't know what the problem is. And then there's some people who do know what the problem is, okay? They do. And there's nothing they can do to fix it, and they will try to fix it. I just had a tenant in Los Ceros for a month, and he was very patient. God bless him, his heart. Gracias, ma. Imposible 5 minutos. Para mandarte a hacer los raviolis. En 5 minutos. En 5 minutos. Gracias, amor. She's lovely. By the way, guys, I'm at Pirates Bay. Let me just plug Pirates Bay. It is my new favorite restaurant. Gosh, for the food and the prices and everything. I come here Saturdays for karaoke as I just live across the bay. I love this place. There's times when I'm at home and I plan just a day to chill out and just relax with Noche, my dog. And then about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, I would like calzone or like, oven cooked pizza or pasta. Today I'm going to order handmade ravioli and spinach to go because I can't wait to get back home today. Again, I'm a homebody. So yeah, you guys, there's so many different options here for houses. Don't be discouraged at all when you see videos that show 2,500 a month for rent. Don't be discouraged. It's just the nature of the beast. It's the prices are going up, but I'm working with you guys to get cheaper prices, less expensive prices. Let me see here. Cloud 60, I saw that one. Hey, Jerry, I enjoy your content. Great job. I mean, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. I called you Jerry. I don't know where I saw that at. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Maynor, are you here yet, buddy? And then we have Cloud 60. Oh my gosh, thank you for the contribution, Cloud 60. That's so kind of you. That's really kind of you. Thank you. That $20 I am going to put in and pay it forward. Oh my gosh, I have to. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have a rant moment seeing that $20 and how much I usually do pay it forward. I pay it forward here a lot. And the reason why is because what you give surely goes around. Yesterday I was at Flip Flop. This is not my rant. I'm just going to give you an example of how I pay it forward. Yesterday I was at Flip Flop and I always order the taco bowl, taco salad bowl. And the bowl is made with taco shell. It's so tasty. And then inside the salad, my favorite salad. Sorry, guys, I know this video is not about that. Just give me 2 minutes to rant. But again, this is not my rant yet. So I always order that. And I love the vegetable one because I'm not eating meat again. I was raised with a Rasta father and never really indulged too much in meat until I came here. And then I started to eat more meat because it is, farm range fed. I mean, you buy it from the farmers, and so it's healthier, no hormones. But then I started to feel tired all the time when I was eating meat. And I was like, I'm not eating it any longer. And especially with what's going on around the world right now, you don't know what they're doing to the animals. I know, it just sounds a little paranoid, but roll with me. So I stopped eating meat. I eat fish and I eat shrimp and, stuff like that. But mostly vegetables. So here I am at Flip Flop yesterday, and my heart felt like these ladies, I'm going to give them a tip. So I went around and I gave all the ladies 100 pesos tip. That's a $2 tip each. And the cook, I gave her 200 pesos because when she cooks my bowl, I don't know what she does to it, but she puts some magic in that. She puts some love in that bowl. And with the taco bowl, you get your rice, you get your beans, you get your guacamole, your sour cream, your fried vegetables like red peppers, green peppers. They're on point. So yes, I pay it forward to people that, and then they put my taco bowl separately because I order it to go. And this is love. So at this moment, yesterday, my heart spoke to me. My spirit said, go tip the girls right now. I went around and gave all the ladies that worked there, and also the guard himself too, the security guard, 100 pesos each. Like I said, and the chef, I gave her 200 pesos. The reason being is because they work very hard and very smart at Flip Flop. And these ladies are my girls when I'm there. So Desiree and the other girl, I forget her name, but there was like one, two, three, four people, four girls that I tipped, two cooks and then the two waitresses. Anyway, that is what I encourage you guys to do as well. Pay it forward. Well, there was a guy recently. I'm not going to say his name. And he's Canadian. And I've been speaking to him a couple of times on WhatsApp over the last 3 years. He watches my videos and everything like that. And he said to me that he's coming here ever since it closed down. So he used to come here every 3 months. Once everything closed down, he hasn't been here for a year and a half. So then a year and a half ago when he was here, he asked me what I would like from Canada. He's Canadian. And I said to him, nothing. I have everything here. But then I thought to myself, oh, no, 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 no. I would like to have some cheese popcorn, white cheese smart popcorn. I love popcorn. And so I just do it ghetto style on the stove, right? But the smart cheese popcorn, a little birdie just landed here. A smart cheese popcorn I can't buy here. Maybe in Jumbo and Puerta Plata, but not here. So I had asked him a year and a half ago. I was like, bring me some popcorn. That would be great. So he brought it, and he was staying at Europa that time. That's another hotel you guys can check out as well. Not too expensive monthly. Europa. It's like Europe with an A at the end of it. And so he was staying there, and he said to me, oh, I gave all your popcorn away. And I was like, what? You brought it down for me. I was looking so forward to it. And he's like, don't worry about it. I gave it to the girls at the bar. And I was like, all right, no worries. I know people that come down here all the time and can bring me some smart popcorn. Recently, he's coming back. And he says to me, he's like, can I take you out for dinner when I get there? And I'm like, yeah, why not? And he's like, I've never been to Goddess Lounge. And I'm like, sure, let's go. It's like 100 pesos for wings. You get nice wings, salad, and a potato, all for 100 pesos, which is 2 American bucks, cooked on the outside grill. There's a pool there. There's a beach there. You can do horseback riding if you like. Give me a shout because the horseback riding is separate. And I was like, all right, I'll go with you, sure. So I said to him, can you do me a favor? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, can you bring me a little bag of smart popcorn? Now, I wasn't asking for a big bag. And he was like, oh, no, I can't. And when he said no, I'm thinking to myself that he's going to pay it forward. And he hasn't been here for a year and a half. And he has a whole suitcase packed up of goodies for everyone here. For the kids. Maybe he went to the secondhand store and got a whole bunch of shoes for them. So my imagination is running overtime. And I'm so excited for the people that he's going to bring all these gifts for. Duh. No, that's my optimistic side. Totally read him wrong. I'm like, okay, no worries. And he's like, well, it's just I'm only bringing a carry-on. I'm not bringing a suitcase. So I can't fit the popcorn in the carry-on. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm just meaning like when you get to the airport, go in the airport store, grab the little bag of popcorn and, bring it. If it's a problem, don't worry about it. And then he's like, oh, and then he said that he would bring it. But at that point, I thought to myself, why is this man after being gone for a year and a half only bringing a carry-on? And he knows how many people here because he's been coming here for more than 2 handfuls times. Like he's over 10 times. And I thought to myself, does he think that $20, like even if he was to give someone $20, does he think that's going to, and if you give it to one person, does he think that's going to go very far? No, not for one person. Now, that $20 that Cloud 60 just gave me, that's going to go far because I am going to give it to the ladies that have children and the ladies that are working in the bars and, the guys on the beach that are working on the boats. I'm strategic with the money that I give. 2 days ago, or maybe 3 days ago, I gave a huge garbage bag full of clothing away to my Haitian neighbor for his daughter, Jennifer. And his name's Wowo. And Wowo, he was like, whoa. He was really like, whoa. And I gave him the bag. Now, a lot of those clothes I was not going to use. Oh my gosh, looks like it's going to rain. And I can hear the thunder. Hear the thunder roll. Anyway, there's always a song in my head. So then I said, I gave a big bag of clothing to Wowo the other day, and Wowo was like, wow. Now, I just want to tell you guys, if you're coming down here with, stacks, loads of money, thinking that the money is going to go far, only if you know people here, and only if you're tipping to the people that you know, will that go far. Like I said, that $20, it's going to go far, because I know where to tip. But I would suggest you guys to pay it forward when you come down. If you can take extra luggage, don't say no to it. I know this Canadian guy, he probably didn't want to wait for his luggage at the airport. He only brought a carry-on. He was coming for 10 days, I think. But he should have thought, waiting for his luggage like a suitcase full of goods for the people here doesn't, it's going to take like 15 minutes out of his time, and he's going to get probably 15 months worth of karma back, or maybe 15 people here he can give that stuff to, and they could be so happy. The reason why I'm saying bring down clothes, bring down shoes, is not because people are begging for it here on the beach. They really don't. All I'm saying is that a t-shirt here costs the same price as it would in Walmart at in Canada. I don't know about the United States, because a lot of the United States prices are less expensive, because a lot of Canadians go past the border to go shop in America. I don't know if they do that any longer, but my mom used to do that a lot when I was a little girl. But the clothing here is not cheap. The shoes here are not cheap, and a lot of the times they are knockoff shoes. So you think you're going to go buy Adidas in Puerta Plata? There are a lot of stores, like Puerta Plata is the city. There are a lot of stores that sell fake Adidas. Imagine fake Adidas. I can understand fake Nikes and try to pull that one off, but fake Adidas at $60, 3,000 pesos. That's not fair. That's not cool. And this is the quality, some of the quality of stuff here. So if you have anything in your closet and you can take an extra bag, don't say no to the extra luggage. Bring something. Ask your friends to bring something for you. I mean, to give something to you to bring here as well. Anything can be useful. And if you don't know who to give it to, give it to me. I will take it. And I have tons of people that I know all the way here in Bate, Los Charamicos, especially Los Charamicos, and also all the way in Los Ciros, all these areas. So if you have anything, even if it's a watch, even if it's a pair of glasses, reading glasses. I know so many elderly people who don't have reading glasses, and it will be like gold for them. And if it doesn't suit their eyes, they will give it to someone else. I know, right? Reading glasses, you may think, oh my gosh, it's not their prescription. But you don't know that they may know someone that it is their prescription, right? I buy my glasses at dollar store here. I mean, at the pharmacy. In Canada, it was at the dollar store. I don't go to optometrist, I think it's called, to go to like an eye doctor to go get my prescription for proper glasses. I don't. I buy them at the pharmacy here, and they are more expensive here than they are in Canada. In Canada, they're a dollar. Here, they're like 250 pesos. That's like, you know, uh, $5. Okay, and a lot of people don't have $5 just to go spend on glasses, especially if they're not using them every day, all day long. I use them every day, all day long, because I'm always working on the computer, or I'm always, reading your messages on WhatsApp. So all I wanted to do was say that story. There we go. I'm going to get back to basics now and talk to you guys about rentals, relocation, and real estate, and get to your questions and answers. I'm also going to tell you guys about some of the areas where you can get some cheaper rent, even though I spoke about it last week. It's okay for me to repeat myself, because there's always a little gem of information that someone can pick up on. But again, just to repeat what I just said on that story time, my rant, if you can take an extra suitcase, bring it. Purses, nice jewelry too. If you have some jewelry that you are not using any longer, some of the girls here, they really like jewelry when they're working. Perfume, anything, even if it's a little bit used. Like, they're so happy. I can't tell you how the girls that flip flop yesterday were so happy when I gave them the tip. I was surprised at how happy they were, because, of course they get their tips all the time and everything. But they share the tips, like most restaurants, people, and most restaurants in Canada as well. I don't know, I can't speak for America, but in Canada as well, most people, like the workers, they share the tips at the end of the night. Well, yesterday when I went around to give them the tips, they were so happy about it. They were so grateful, and that made me feel good, that they were so grateful. So I just want to say thank you, Cloud 60. Your money is going to go to 20 people. 20 people. That $20 you just gave me is going to go to 20 different people here. And I am so glad that I can do that. Okay? Now, now that I took that whole rant onto a whole other level. Let me see. Anne says, "Good afternoon, Cerise. Thank you so much for great information. Been watching your videos for a while now. I will be relocating to Sosua from Hamilton, Ontario." Hamilton in La Casa. All right, sweetheart. I think you're really gonna love Sosua. It's not for everyone. I've been learning that it's not for everyone, but there's something here for everyone, and you just have to find yours. That's it. Sometimes it takes a minute. You guys hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. You can take a chance on me. I upload all kinds of random videos. I don't have any rhyme or reason to it. And this is NFN Shaka Shaka. Is that Shaka Shaka? Shaka that I get an apartment for? Peace Queen. Princess Hill. I arrive on the 7th. That's my first restaurant. Which is your first restaurant here or Flip Flops? Cloud 60. You are very welcome. I wish you would go buy yourself something nice for lunch. Aw, thank you. Jay Jackson, new subscriber here. Thank you for your information. Thank you for subscribing, Jay Jackson. I got to tell you, this is a great place. And whether you guys are, oh, I just saw 3 beautiful birds fly up on the roof. Whether you guys are subscribing to me because you just like to watch vlogs on the Caribbean, or whether you are seriously thinking about relocating, or you are in the midst of relocating, I'm going to try to offer content to you that will make you feel like you are here already. Some of you guys have some questions about the beach and my morning walks to the beach and why I haven't been doing them. I don't know how I did them in the first place. Going out that early in the morning on the beach is a trek. And I did it for like 2 weeks straight, I think. And then all of a sudden I was just like, no, can't do this any longer. It just takes out so much out of my day. And, so I'm back to waking up 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning anyway. Today I woke up at 6:43. I usually wake up around 7, and I relax in my bed and I chill with my cell phone, work, doing real estate, catching up on messages on WhatsApp. Sometimes that's like an hour in and of itself. And then I get up and make my coffee, and I like to just kind of scuttle around, Is that really a word, scuttle? I like to just, take my time, but I get a lot of work done on my cell phone. In the meantime, I do my horoscopes. For those of you who like horoscopes, please check out my other channel, Sister Cerise. I put up daily horoscopes, and it's a fun channel, and it's growing quickly. So if any of you guys are subscribers there, thank you for subscribing. I love that channel, just like I love this one. And yeah, so that's why I haven't been going to the beach in the mornings. Some of you guys ask me, why aren't I doing Sosua Sundays any longer from the beach? And I think it's because, again, there's like, it takes a lot of energy. And you know what, to be honest with you, it's like a job. And here, I don't want to work doing other things that I don't have to do. And when you guys get here, you're going to see the same thing. There's no schedule. These Wednesdays, they've been working out. The Wednesdays have been working out for me. Funny enough, I used to do Cerise's Corner last year when I lived in Cabarete. A year ago, if you guys remember that, I had Russell on. I had Gregory from Flip Flop on. I had Rico Toro on. Check out those 3 channels as well. Those guys all live here in Puerta Plata. I also had Mayor Sosua on. He also lives in Puerta Plata. Oh gosh, I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I apologize if I did a collab with you and I'm forgetting. But I had a lot of people on there, and those were Wednesdays. So I think Wednesday works for me. I think it works for me because it's a nice even time. But now, speaking about you guys, when you do get here and you do want to move here to the Dominican Republic, or even just stay for a month, this is the one thing I do want to say. A lot of people, they don't know, like they come for a week, they're coming for a week or just 10 days. And they're like, Cerise, can you get me an apartment? It may not be worth an apartment. And I say that gently because it depends on your income. Again, if you want to come and get a spot in Casa Linda for those days, fabulous. But if you're looking for like rock bottom prices, it might not be worth the. Let me give you a better example. I can get you an apartment for $600 a month, a one bedroom, 550, right? Long time ago, it was a lot more. I mean, a lot less, but now it's around 600. One bedroom apartment, 550, right? So that's monthly. But if you rent it daily, right? You're renting it at around 50, 55 a night. And then by the end, you're paying, like if you're only staying like 2 weeks, you're paying almost as much as you would at the monthly price. So I have two suggestions when it comes to that. One suggestion, if you have a friend that's coming right after you, get it for the month and you guys split the cost. Or if you have a friend that you're coming with and, they can split the cost. Or if you have an Airbnb account and you already rent out Airbnb things, then put it on Airbnb for the last 2 weeks. If you're only here for 2 weeks, put it on Airbnb for the last 2 weeks and have someone manage it for you, someone that's here to go clean it out and everything like that. And you can make not only the rent that you paid for the 2 weeks that you were here, but a little on top, because it does come up to a lot more with Airbnb. That's my suggestion there. Or this is my other suggestion, and some of you will not like this because some of you are coming here for a week, 10 days, 2 weeks to get the local living experience. And I know that. But I would suggest that if you are looking to save money, it's probably best to get an all-inclusive and then, come into town here. Like there's an all-inclusive called Casa Marina. That's a great one. It's wonderful there. And it's on the beach and it's low cost, and you can get flight here, and you can also get accommodations, and you can also get like all your food, everything covered. And that might just be the same price as a flight and a rental for a week, 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying, right? Because once you get here, you're going to have to go buy your food. You're going to have to do all this other stuff, and that adds another expense on. And also transportation. A lot of these hotels around here, they have transportation to Sosua. Now there's another place called Playa Dorada. Playa Dorada. Maybe Dorado. Dorado. Dorada. Dorada. Amor, ¿tú hablas inglés? No, oh, ¿tú hablas inglés? Poco? Okay. ¿Es Playa Dorada o Playa Dorado? No, this is Sosua. Playa Dorada. Ah, okay. Gracias, amor. So it's Playa Dorada. Dorada. I always say it with the O at the end. Oh yeah, something else right now. So when you do get here and you don't know a lot of Spanish, don't be worried. There are some Dominicans that will say that they don't speak English, but they do. A lot of Dominicans will say, "No, I don't speak English," and they'll say it in English, and you'll be like, "Do you speak it?" And they're like, "Oh, just a little bit." They're just embarrassed to speak it because they don't want to let you down. They don't want to embarrass themselves. Maybe they're not saying the right words, or they may be directing you, misdirecting you or something, right? But you can get it out of them. If they can speak it, they will say un poco, a little bit. So you just get it out of them. That's me too. Like I'll say to someone, I don't really speak Spanish. I'll try, right? Like, 'cause I can speak Spanish, like, but it's just not on point. I speak hood Spanish, street Spanish. So yeah, there's Playa Dorada. You guys can go there and get all inclusive, and from there you can come to Playa Sosua for the day. The only And that's when I would say, if you're only coming for a week, if you're only coming for 10 days, 2 weeks, it's best for you to explore that option if you're looking to save money. But if you're just coming down here and you're just like, yo, I really want to see what it's like to live here. I put aside this amount of cash for rent, and I don't care how much it's going to cost. I just want to see what it's like to live with the locals, and I want to look around to see what's available for when I do relocate, right? If that's what you're saying, or for when you do come back for a longer vacation, like a month or so. Absolutely. Then do that, and I can help you with that. But I'm a penny pincher, right? Well, I'm a peso pincher, right? When it comes to certain places. And if it's not worth it, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to say, hey, it's not worth it. Which brings me back to my Casa Linda comment. I just want to say it's not for everyone's budget. It really isn't. But if you're a couple coming here and you just want to like live a really good time here, why not? Me see. Oh, Pirates Bay is going to be one of your first stops, Princess. I think that's a good choice. And Flip Flop as well, if you go to Flip Flop as well. But Pirates Bay is a great place. And if you can come, Princess, come on a Saturday because there's karaoke. You guys all know I love karaoke. Hit that like button, guys. Don't forget. Anne says, I will bring you a couple of bags of smart food popcorn in November. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That sounds amazing. You know, I really, really love, I really love being here in the Dominican Republic for many reasons because it is open and it's very foreigner friendly. And if you are a person that likes to go off the resort, let's say you actually have no desire to live here and you're cool where you come from and you're like, no, you don't want to move from where you're at, but you do want to come here for a vacation, and your question is, and you're not interested in living in the apartments, you're not interested in buying real estate, you're not interested in relocation, none of that at all. You're just interested, you're watching this video because you just want to know more, right? I would say, just to let you know, that if you are on the resorts, please take a moment, take one day to get off that resort, get into the culture, visit around, take time to go to Puerta Plata City, go on the local bus. You can go on the local bus. It's called the Guagua. And if you're in Playa Dorada, you can take the bus all the way along Route 5, and it will take you about 15 minutes to get here to Sosua, one of the most popular beaches on the north coast of the Dominican Republic, and one of the most popular beaches in the Dominican Republic. I'm not saying the most popular. I'm saying one of the most popular. And it is amazing once you actually get out and about and you start getting on like outside of the hotel. I don't know. You may just decide to start thinking about living here and start thinking about moving here because it will give you the opportunity to see the true culture, to try the food, to hear the music, to be with the locals, go in their homes. You know, there's places in Cabarete where you can go into the back roads and you can have a barbecue. They'll cook for you right on the open fire. They can make you coconut oil straight from a coconut. And that you don't want to miss out on. 'Cause that coconut is the real deal Holyfield. You can put it in your hair. Oh my gosh, speaking about hair, I gotta take a moment to show you guys something. Hold on. On this video, it's a paid promotion. Now, you guys know I have my own hair product, but it has been taking me so long to package it and label it because I don't know where to get the bottling, like the bottles and the labels, and I know where to get the labels printed actually, but it's a lot more work to put on my plate right now. So I just been using the product, my own product, and my hair has been growing and it has been healthy. Let me show you the hair growth. There's the hair growth. But I don't have my product in my hair today. I have another product in my hair. If I don't put product in my hair, My hair will be an afro. Okay, I'm mixed with native, like Aboriginal in Canada, Mi'kmaq, and black and white. So if I don't put some type of product in my hair, it's going to be fuzzy, 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 like out to here, uncontrollable, frizz, and dry. So I always have to put something in, and not everything works. My product that I make, it's amazing. It's all natural, no chemicals, and it works very nicely. But the other day, a friend of mine who rents out her places, great woman, I've been working with her now for about 3 years. She created a hair product, and you guys are going to get 10% off this hair product. It is like lacquer when you put it on. It really is great. There's four products to it, but there's five products to it, but I only have four. And I'm going to show you guys just in case you're here and you want to take it back home with you for your children that have curly hair or straight hair. If it restores your hair if your hair is broken. Okay, so these products you can get shampoo. It has argan and keratin in it. I'm not going to make this paid promotion commercial right now very long, so just bear with me, please. This is something for dreads as well. If you have dreads, curly hair, or straight hair, I got to tell you, I love it. So there's the shampoo. There's also the conditioner right here, and it smells so good. And even though I have my own hair product, I've been using this one for a week because you know I want to, if I'm going to promote something, I want to make sure it works. So it has been working. My hair is not going fuzzy. It has been working for my hair. My hair today, I was sweating a lot because it's a hot day. So the humidity has made my hair a little bit fuzzier. But if I wasn't sweating and I was just at home, it would be really okay. Look at the bottom of the curls. I don't know if you can see. Bottom of the curls are amazing. Like you can see how curly they are, and they bounce right back. So this stuff is good. This stuff is really good. I love it. And then, so not only that, there's this serum that makes your hair shine. I think it might even be called Shine Drops. It's called Shine Drops. And it is amazing. But the one thing that I have to say, okay, so today I don't have this in my hair. Maybe I'll put a little drop in right now just to see, because my hair does need a little hydration. But I did wash my hair today with that product and condition my hair with that product. I don't wash my hair every day. I condition it every day though. I wash my hair every 2-3 days. This is what I have in my hair right now. It is leave-in lacquer. Oh my gosh. People hug me as I'm a hugger. I love to hug. And we hug a lot here in Bate. When we see each other, like every time I see someone that I know, I don't care if I hugged them yesterday, I hug them today, you know. But lately, people have been like, whoa, your hair smells really nice. I always love my hair smelling nice. I always love my body smelling nice. I'm a person that likes to smell good, period. I like nice smells on people too, right? So that's why I'm suggesting this for sure. Holy mackerel, it is an amazing smell. I don't smell it myself. But since people have been telling me, like hugging them in the last week, they're like, "Ooh, what's that smell?" I'm like, "Wow, yeah, it really does smell good." So now I'm going to take a moment just to put these drops in. Give me 1 second. It smells so good. It smells so good. So I don't know if you can see, it's tamed it already. Can you see that? It's a little bit tame. You know what? Let me show you on the other one. Look how shiny it is. Let me show. Let me pick a real dry piece right here. Okay? Right here. Smells so good. Did you see that? Did you see the difference? It drops the curl down a little bit, but it still keeps it nice and curly and shiny. It's really lightweight. I know it looks like it's weighed down right now, but it's really lightweight. I love it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm going to rub it all over my hands. So that's the paid promotion. Now, you guys are going to get 10% off it. You just let me know and I can set you up. There's another part of the product as well. It's a hair mask, which I think would be amazing for dreads that are breaking. And I think you should get your hands on that. My dad was a dread, and his dreads were always beautiful. These days I see people are doing their dreads very differently. It's not knotty dreadlocks, it's twisted dreads. And sometimes those dreads break. They start getting heavy and they break off, and then you're like tying one dread to another dread and trying to keep them together nicely and hiding them when they're not twisted right and everything like that. And it's obvious when your dreads aren't on point, because of the way they twist them these days. My dad was a knotty dreadlock, and he used to use a lot of coconut oil in his hair. He used to use a lot of natural products like aloe vera in his hair, and it worked for him. But you guys these days that use your dreads for a hairstyle and not for a way of life, you may not know the proper way to take care of your dreads. And lacquering them is one of the best. Also using beeswax, if you guys have beeswax. And honey, I am going to be doing another paid promotion next week about some honey. And it is right from the finca, right from the farm here. So let's just take a look at that piece that I did already. See the bottom? Shiny. And then here's the other side. Okay, so there we go. Let's get back to the apartment rentals. I really feel that if you're looking for something, let me see if I have any messages before I go any further. Dang, I just lost the feed. Jay Jackson. Did any of you guys lose the feed? Let me know. I want to make sure that I see all your messages here. But yeah, guys, you come here, you have options. You can rent in a beautiful villa, luxury villa, gated community, everything you need. You don't have to even leave your home. Everything can be delivered to you, all the way from your food, whether you want to cook it, like groceries, or if you want restaurant food. And a lot of these places down here in Bat Table also deliver to the residential areas. So Pirates Bay, where I'm at right now, you want Italian food, like homemade Italian food, they will deliver to you. I ordered a crab salad the other day when I was at home, and their crab salad is amazing. Crab salad, and I ordered a calzone. So if you're in the residential gated areas, you can definitely do that. They're a little bit more expensive. You pay for what you want. You get what you pay for. But again, if you are looking for something that is inexpensive, maybe even unfurnished, that is still doable. But you cannot pick the middle of Sosua on the beach. You cannot do that with a budget of a low budget. You can't. It's just not possible unless you're going to be over there in Los Charamicos, where I showed at the beginning of the video. Then you can, because that's kind of close to the beach. Sí, gracias, amor. Then you can. But don't just sit back and say you want to be right on the beach. Explore. Gaspar Hernandez is another beach town. It's not for the ladies of the night. If you guys are here for the ladies of the night, you know what I mean? Then of course you want Sosua. You can get it in Puerta Plata, and Sosua as well. Cabarete as well, absolutely. But it's not going to be front and center. Here it is the town for ladies of the night. And The ladies come here for that. Okay? The casino at nighttime, like anywhere you can find the ladies, it's not difficult. You just sit on the bench and they're going to come up to you. Sit on the beach, rather, and they're going to come up to you right away. If you are a lonely man and you are a single man and you are coming solo and you don't want to stay out in the countryside or out in Puerta Plata and you just want to spend your money and you want to be on the beach here in Sosua and you are coming for the ladies, then hey, whatever works for you, right? But again, if you are a person and you're not here for the ladies and you're here to save money and you want to live a good lifestyle, you don't need to live in Sosua. A lot of us vloggers live in Puerto Plata, North Coast vloggers like Russell from Tailor Made Dreams channel, Gregory from Mr. Flip Flop channel. We live here, Rico Toro from I forget what his channel's called now, but I think his channel's called Rico Toro. We all live here in Sosua, but we work here as well, right? If you're not working and you're on a pension and you already have your family, you can save some dollars, a lot of dollars, and you can rent yourself a nice house. You can get yourself a good piece of land all the way in Gaspar Hernandez, or even Montellano, or even I always forget the other name, not Los Cerros, but Los, I forgot the name last week too. I always call it Los Caballos, but it's not. It's something else. Gracias, amor. So, um, cheers. Hold on. I'm going to be leaving here soon. I love the spritzers here. I'm going to be leaving here soon. I have to meet someone at Cheers along Pedro Clisante. Now, that's another place. You guys can check out Pedro Clisante. It's a street in Albate. But they have apartments going all up and down there. There's a place called Europa. It's like Europe, spelled with Europe with an A. Some of you guys are wondering why I'm giving out all my gems of information like this when I make money doing this. But it's because it's not about me only. Of course, it's about me and my bottom line, of course. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's only about you. It's about me too. And it's about the renters, the landlords too. It's a win-win-win situation. If I'm getting something, you're getting something, and the landlord's getting something, right? Because I get a finder's fee. $50 finder's fee is what I charge you guys. And that finder's fee is a one-time fee. Like, you don't have to give me $50 every single time I find you an apartment. It's a one-time fee. You get here, you get yourself into an apartment, and you're not really feeling the apartment because, maybe you feel like you want to be closer to the beach and you don't mind putting out a couple of more dollars a month. Then when you need another apartment, you just let me know and you don't have to pay me again to find you another place. So it's a one-time fee. It's a win situation for me. But if you don't want to use my services, that's fine, because it's important for you to still win. You know what I'm saying? It's important for you to still feel comfortable here, because that is the key to bring more people here. Because the more people that come here, I still win, because there's services that I offer as well. Airport pickup, drop off, tours. There's things. There's services that I even offer out for Dominicans to offer you. And once you meet the people that offer you the services, they're going to offer you those services all the time. Whether it's a driver or whether it's a tour guide, maybe someone that cooks for you, cleans for you. Someone contacted me the other day. Shouts out to Anna. She took care of my buddy. A lot of us, we had a buddy here that died, and he was an older man, a veteran. If you guys know the McKay Mansion from Puerta Plata, rest in peace, buddy. Big Mac, he was awesome, and Anna took care of him. She described to me his right hand man. She was his right hand, right? And she cleaned for him, cooked for him, made his appointments for him. And she contacted me the other day and she's like, Cerise, I want to know if I can use some of your services. When she has a veteran, she wants to know if I can help them find apartments for them, help them by, doing things with them that she doesn't offer. So she wanted to collaborate with me. And I was like, absolutely. But then I said to her, I'm starting a service right now too with a nurse here who was on my live to air a week ago. And I said, some of you guys might have seen that video. And I said, I'm starting a service too with a nurse. And if you want to come on as a caregiver, absolutely. Because not everyone needs a nurse. Some people already have their medications and they just need someone there as a caregiver. Instead of paying the high price of a private nurse, you can pay a reasonable price for a caregiver. I offer that as a service as well. So you see, guys, this is the reason why I feel very comfortable giving away these gems of information in regards to real estate, relocation, and rentals. Because the bottom line is for everyone to be here and help each other, right? So again, if you're looking for something on the ideal person, okay, it just came to me, the ideal person that does come here to relocate after they've done a relocation consultation with me and they're like, okay, I'm ready to relocate, and they get here, their budget is usually about 500 to 550. I'm encouraging you guys to up that a little bit if you can, because that's, again, the prices are just getting so higher now. I don't even like to ask that because, again, I'm a peso pincher. But if I can encourage you to up that a little bit, it would probably be better for you if you want Sosua. But again, if you want Gasper, and I keep going like this for Gasper Hernandez because it's that way, or Puerta Plata, it's that way, or Los Ceros or Los Charamicos, you can get something a lot cheaper. But those are one-bedroom apartments, right? Houses are few and far between these days. And if you want a house, you're going to have to go out a little farther. Not a lot farther, but at least a little bit farther. You should see these pizzas over here. Like, their personal pizzas are for at least 3 people to eat, 2 people to eat. I think they're like 8 pieces. So that would be like, I guess, 2 people, 4 pieces each. My gosh, it's so wonderful. And it's so tasty. Okay, I'm just saying that because there's 3 girls at the next table. And each one of them got a personal pizza. And all of them are thin. I don't know where they're going to put all that pizza. They could have got one for all of them. Anyway, I got to stop gossiping about what they're eating. Maybe they can hear me. Guys, take a moment to hit that like button, please. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I try to upload daily. I do. But the last few days ago, I haven't uploaded. Like yesterday, I uploaded, but I didn't upload for, I think, 2 days. I was just busy uploading on Sister Cerise. So, hey, Jay Jackson, glad to have you here again. By the way, you guys let me know how this feed is going. But I just want to turn the camera around for 1 second before I go on. My battery's going low, but I at least want to show you guys what this view looks like. Since I'm talking about it, look at my hair. Look at that piece still. I love it. Oh, smells so good. My hair product smells good too. The other one that I make on my own, but I just got to package it and label it and sell it. But this one's really good because you get 10% off. Look at the beautiful day today. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes. Look at that. Come on. And it's overcast all of a sudden. When I first started my video, it wasn't. But there's a big old rain cloud right there in front of us over the mountains there. And oh, did you see that? Did you see that lightning? Grease lightning on the left-hand side. It was just a little bit. Go grease lightning, da 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 da. And it's even raining. Can you see the rain right there falling on the mountain? Look at. Right? I don't know if you guys can see. Look, how beautiful is that? Welcome to the DR. But can you see where the rain is? Right on the right there on the left. It looks like a cloud dropping down. You see? That's rain in the distance. But if you look at those houses right there with the red roofs, that's where I live. Los Charamicos. Charamicos is what they call it here for short. Charamicos. And some of you guys, the way I pronounce it, the way the locals pronounce it, you guys think we're saying Charamicos, like Charamico, but it's really Charamicos. It's not Charamicos. We just pronounce it like that due to the Spanish pronunciation. So yeah, let me zoom out a little bit. I think it's a good idea for you guys to come and look around. Have fun with the different areas. Have fun with your budget. Don't don't sacrifice the. Someone just came on. Colin Harder. What's up, Colin Harder? Haven't seen you for a while, sweetheart. Jay Jackson. Oh my gosh, Jay Jackson, thank you so much for the $40 contribution. That is amazing. So far, guys, that's 60 bucks today that I got on my live to air. And that's going to be 60 people that I'm going to give 100 pesos to. 60 people. Oh gosh, you guys are going to make me spoil people. And I know you might think 100 pesos. It's still a lot. It's $2. And some people make $3 a day. Some people make like 500 pesos a day, some people, and that's $10 a day for an 8-hour work shift. So if I just go and give them 100 pesos just because, you know, it's good for them. But I know how to make it go a long way. I do. But you guys, if you're coming down here and you have any old clothes, and I don't mean tattered clothes, because Dominicans are very stylish. They like their brand names. They like their, brand shoes. And no, they're stylish people. So don't think you're going to come down here and just give them odds and ends of whatever. They'll probably use that to clean their floors with, literally, right? But if it's something nice that you're not wearing any longer, or that you've outgrown, or your children have outgrown, don't be afraid to bring down gently used clothing or used shoes, anything. Bring it on down. And if you can't find someone to give it to, I'll find someone to give it to. I know a lot of people in the area that I live in, because I don't live in a gated community. I live in a neighborhood, a Dominican neighborhood. It's going to rain soon, guys. When it rains, it rains. And then I'm not able to take a motoconcho home. A motoconcho is a moto taxi, and that's my favorite form of transportation here. Moto taxi, because it's so easy to get around. But lately, it's been raining at times when I'm out, and so I've been getting a lot of taxis. And the taxis that I've been finding are not so expensive. Here's a gem of information for you guys. It's not about rentals, relocation, or real estate. But if you get a driver, and that driver has a propane tank, I'm not talking about gasoline tank, propane tank, and he's charging you an arm and a leg, that's a gringo price. You're getting ripped off. If you can get a driver that has a propane tank, they will be able to negotiate the price with you. A propane tank driver will be able to negotiate the price with you. But drivers that use gasoline, regular gasoline, you're going to be paying some regular prices. And that's not always the best if you're working on a budget. Another thing, if you are looking to rent a car here, the rental prices have gone up to rent a car. You could be looking at like $700 a month at some places. And some people are like, oh my gosh, it's a ripoff. Not these days. The rental prices are going up. The gasoline on this island is expensive. That's the reason why a lot of people put propane in their, like, propane fueled cars, Okay, like, and here's another option. If you want to rent a car here, call on a Dominican that rents their car out. And if that Dominican has insurance, the insurance is going to go along with the rental. And you can rent their car for the month for a good 400 bucks, 450, because it's Dominican owned and they have their insurance and they have a propane tank and they most likely have a motel that they're going to use while you're using their car. Okay, so that's another option. That is a gem of information right there. Please spread that around. Share that information around. A lot of people don't know that. They think they come here and they rent a car and they don't have any other options. You can rent, and this is not to put down rental car companies here either, because I know a few. And if you prefer to rent from a rental car company, let me know. I know a guy over here along Route 5 that rents out cars, and he will pick you up at the airport, and you can drop the car off at the airport when you're leaving. Okay, for free. He'll pick you up from the airport for free, and you just get your car right at the airport and get in it, and go. So that's an opportunity that you can, take hold of as well. Okay, so it's not to knock rental car companies. A lot of you guys prefer to go through rental car company as opposed to going to one person with one car. I understand that, but I'm just giving you guys that have been here before, or you guys who do like to take risks, and it's not even a risk. Renting a Dominican's car, it's not even a risk. It's just a different type of thing. Let me see here. Oh my gosh, Colin Harder. Holy mackerel. What's up with you guys today? I'm going to, aw. Thank you so much for the contribution. That's like 27 people. They deduct, it says 27 something. That's 27 more people. That's 60, 70, 80. That's 80 people I'm going to, what? That's 80 people I'm going to tip. It's going to take me probably like 20 days. I'm going to do it today, starting right now when I'm leaving here. I don't know where that money goes, by the way, the money that you guys donate while I'm on. I don't know if it goes directly to my YouTube channel earnings. I make about 250 to about 300 a month on YouTube, because I don't really put a lot of commercials in my videos that are long. Like if you guys watch a story time, chances are you're going to watch the whole story time with no interruptions. A couple of them I monetized today as I was sitting here chilling out, going through my laptop and everything. And I was like, you know what, let me put a mid break in this 20-minute, story time. And then that's, that obviously puts a couple of bucks in my pocket depending on how many views I get. Right. But you guys check out the Storytime playlist. I'm going to be doing a Storytime book and putting it up on Kindle soon. I just got to get the time to do it. Like, really, I have to get the time to do it. I don't know. The days pass by so quickly here. My battery's going to run out. But thank you, Colin Harder. Got to love that last name, guys, without being perverted. Sorry, I'm not the perverted type. But it's just a real good, actually, no. It's not even perverted. It just means work harder, you know? Oh, these ladies ordered the same thing I ordered for a drink. It must look yummy to them. Mm, I love that when people, take my suggestions. I have to turn on the light here, guys. Sometimes I don't get to say goodbye to you guys because my battery runs out really quickly. But I do want to say right now, again, thank you, Colin. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Cloud60. You guys are amazing. You guys gave me 80 people to give 100 pesos to. 87 people to give 100 pesos to. That's almost 100 people. And I'm going to pay it forward today. Like I have this lady here I'm going to give 100 pesos to. And that's over my tip. Like, that's my tip. I mean, that's just from you guys. And then I'm also going to give my tip. So she's going to get a nice little tip today. And then when I go up to Cheers bar. I'm going to be there today for a meeting. I'm meeting with a builder today. So for those of you who want to build, I'm going to be meeting with a builder, and him and I are going to talk today about supplies and demand and labor, how much it costs. And I'm going to bring all that information back to you guys in a video, because some of you guys ask what's the difference between buying and building. So I'm going to have that information for you. And yeah, so I'll be there, and I'm going to tip even more people at Cheers Bar. There's one, two, three, four women working at one time, sometimes five. And tonight there will be, I think, five ladies working, because my buddy Tyson is doing a live concert tonight at Cheers every Wednesday. Check it out. I did a video and I put it up last Thursday, and he did an amazing job, as he always does. Shouts out Tyson Fletch Star on Facebook if you guys just want to check out his material. And if you really want to see how he is in action, check out my video that I put up last Thursday. It's the one that Taylor Made Dreams is in the thumbnail. Okay, Russell. So what else before my battery runs out? I'm so excited that I'm going to be giving so many people. And we have Moar. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Moar. I'm saying it in Spanish pronunciation. Hello. Thank you. Is no Uber available in Sosua? No, there's not. But you can get Uber in Santiago and also in Santo Domingo. But in Sosua, it's not here yet. But I predict that it's going to be here very, very soon, because it just is. Uber will be. Now, I do know someone that does do driving. Like, he works for Uber, but he doesn't work. He came here. He worked from Uber in America, and he came here, so he works for Uber here, but undercover. And he charges really good prices. He charges like 600 from the airport to here, right? But then he tacks on a couple more bucks at the end, because he's like, well, I had to drive all the way from Plata to the airport, and then from the airport to Sosua. And I'm always like, well, why are you tacking on more? Why don't you just tell me it's 25? 600 pesos is 12 bucks, right? $7, roughly, Canadian, right? And I'm like, sorry, 14 bucks, right? Roughly. And I'm like, well, why don't you just tell me straight up that it's 20 bucks, 25 bucks from the airport? Then that my clients, my viewers don't mind paying 25 bucks for an airport ride all the way 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. That's a really good price. In Canada, it would be like 60 bucks, right? So I'm like, keep it real. Don't say 600 pesos and then at the end charge a little on the top. No. So that's one thing, the reason why I don't use him. But there are some people that do undercover Uber here in Sosua, and they will be doing more. Let me see. Steve Carter. Hey, Steve. How you doing, sweetheart? Jay Jackson, you're welcome. Thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you so much, Jay. You guys are amazing. I just want to say that I really love you. And I really enjoyed having this channel and meeting all of you. And when you guys see me on the streets here, because I don't only do a channel. Like, I'm also a person that lives here, and I live my life in these streets of Sosua, Los Charamicos, and you will see me on a moto, you will see me in a restaurant, you will see me singing, and you guys come up to me, and you guys blow my mind, because you're like, oh, I remember that video about this, that, and that, and sometimes those videos were like 2-3 years ago, and you guys bring back my memory. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that time in my life. So I've done a lot of growing here from the moment I got here till now. A lot of growing. Like I'm not talking about speed bump growing. I'm talking about downhill growing. Boom, 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 boom. Very fast, very fast, very fast. To the point now where I'm like, hey, I have Dominicans contacting me now to work with them, and Dominicans contacting me now for apartments. And that is one of my things where I have to, sit back. I even contacted my son the other day, and his name's Tyree. And we were talking back and forth. He asked me how I was doing, and I was like, you know what? I had a Dominican from New York contact me to ask me for a tour here. And that's often, like you guys from New York, you Dominicans in New York or around the world, you guys contact me to say thank you. You guys contact me to like help your vacation here better. And I love it. I love it. But it is like, whoa, amazing. And so I just want to say thank you for that. When you guys that come here and you see me in the street, you guys come up to me and you're like, Cerise, I love your channel. The other day I was at the casino. First time ever at the casino over here because I don't play casino. But as soon as I walked in the front doors, the lady comes up to me and she gives me 2 coins, and she knew I was new there. But she knew who I was, but she never saw me in the casino before. And she's like, "Hey," she's like, here's some 2 coins. Like, this is your first time here." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Here, take these coins. You can go use them. They're free." And I'm like, "No, thank you. I don't know anything about gambling, right? I don't know anything about the games." And she's like, "It's okay. They're $10 each. Like, they're worth $10 each." And I don't even know how much a game costs, but I said, "No, I'm not interested." I could have taken them and given them away, actually. I'm thinking about now. Maybe you guys could do that. Take them and then sell them for $5 each. There's the businesswoman in me. But in any case, I told her no. But if you do like to indulge in a casino, then there's one right here behind me. It's called the Coral Reef, and it's very close to the beach right here, Sosua, Playa Sosua, and they'll give you $10 a coin when you walk in the door, and you can go have fun and enjoy yourself, right? But why did I bring that up now? The casino. Oh, I saw a viewer there. I was going through the crowd. The music was amazing, and I'm like going through the sea of people, and it was like 12 o'clock at night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no more curfew. I'm like looking around, and I'm like feeling so guilty because everything is open. And I felt guilty that I was doing something wrong. I'm one of those people. I like to obey the rules. And